Hey, this is Moo. Welcome back to the excitement of Darklands, where last episode we did absolutely nothing. Well, that's not true. We created our party. But now, we have no idea what to do. Let's take a look at this. This is the party info button. You can see there are some hotkeys. This one is F6. There's a lot of hotkeys in this game, and I'm sure that I do not remember most of them. Fortunately, there are mouse alternatives. So, this is a map of Germany. This is where we are. Kempen, where our reputation is unknown, although it's strangely better than most of the other places. This is the nearest large city, Köln. It's a major city. There's a bunch of smaller towns nearby where, we can also build up our reputation. Some towns specialize in certain goods. One town might be better at building guns, one might be better at building armor, and what have you. This is the important part. We have 8 Groschen and 11 Pfennigs to our name. That's 107 Pfennigs if you map it out. Yes, they do use medieval money counts, including all their weird conversions. This is the date right here. Yeah, let's see what we're going to do. I guess we can catch up on the news. There's official notices, which usually don't mean too much to us. Once in a while you hear a rumor about dragons or similar things that you really don't want to mess with. There's usually not much going on again, but let's take a look. By order of the Landhofmeister, the citizens of Kempen are hereby prohibited from traveling about the streets in darkness after the hour of Compline, unless unavoidably required by their occupation or by an emergency. So there is a curfew in town, and if you walk around the streets, there's always a chance that you will get caught by the guards, who will typically just fine you, and, just pay the fine. It's not worth it to fight the guards and wind up dead or in jail, or and in any case, you're going to take a substantial reputation hit locally. What's going on elsewhere in Germany? You pry for rumors and information, but nobody has any traveler's tales or personal experiences of interest. This is the part that I think was supposed to link up with an expansion pack that they never came out with. Gossip about the situation here in Kempen. Everyone here fully admits that nothing remotely interesting happens ever. The biggest excitement last year was a half Pfennig per ton change in grain prices. Alright. Some grain merchants. Try and discover special jobs or interesting, adventurous tasks. After a few casual conversations, you learn that this option is grayed out. There's just nothing more to hear. I guess I've learned what I can from here, which is pretty much nothing, and that's usually the case in the inn. Well, we don't want to do any of this other stuff, so let's go to the market. Let's see what's available. Okay, looking down the main street of Kempen, you set off towards the Neue Markt, the political center of Kempen, and the market is like the town square. It's not actually the market. The market is here. The Altmarkt, the central market of Kempen, the tall spires of the great churches, the craft guilds and other darker side alleys, the Gasthaus, a well-known inn with stables, that's where we just were, a side street where you're less visible, a scenic road where you can wait and relax, we'll be spending some time there later, or one of the main gates leading out of the city. Let's go to the market. By the way, even though the music in this game is all kind of MIDI-fied and a little bit hokey sounding, it's incredibly well researched. A lot of these songs are actually period music. The Altmarkt, the main market of Kempen, is the bustling center of all business activities. Stalls and pavilions fill the downstairs hall, while the rich merchants and factors have offices above. You go toward the merchants selling everyday items, pavilions of the foreign traders, pharmacists' stalls, Fuck our banking offices, the office of the Medici representative, the Hanseatic League Hall, the Lighthouse, so fuck our pawn shop, or these exits. The everyday items guys will sometimes have certain things like alchemical components that maybe the alchemist doesn't have, or the pharmacist. The pharmacist is all alchemical. The foreign traders have a bunch of 25 quality stuff, generally just a wider selection than the others will have. The banking offices and the Medici, these guys will sometimes have missions for you, and they will often or always actually be willing to trade, unless I guess you're their enemy, be willing to trade money for banknotes. And banknotes are a little more secure. I think they may save you on taxes. You can hide them, so if you lose all your stuff, you can go cash them in. And they're lighter. They're just, it's like pre-paper money. Or pre-checks, actually. Hanseatic League Hall just offers you missions, and for some of the missions they'll offer you a Hans to go with you, who's just like a dumb fighter who absorbs damage for you. The Lighthouse, the pawn shop offers low quality goods. Well, I actually want to take a look at the side streets. The side streets of Kempen are full of people, dogs, cats, pigs, and occasional carts. Moving through the crowd, you turn toward the main street, the political center, the alt market, the churches, the side streets leading to the crafts district, the scenic grove, the city walls. That's so you can climb over them if you have to get out of town. Other locations you remember. I'm not sure exactly where this takes you. There's also a way that you can get to the slums. But we want to go to the crafts district because that's where the weapon shops are, and we can see what they have to offer. Navigating through the narrow streets, you seek the guilds and craftsmen specializing in arms and armor, guilds and craftsmen specializing in less violent pursuits, the inn, a small group of trees, the Elden's Virtual, a dangerous slum. It's not really that dangerous. You can actually sleep there for free if you want, and you might get ambushed. And you will lose some reputation. The main street, the side streets, the alley leading to a small piece of the wall, or an alleyway leading to the city gates. Let's take a look at the armor. As you walk, you look down each cobblestone street. At ground level, signs with pictures portray the various guilds and crafts. You turn toward Street of the Blacksmiths, streets to other crafts and guilds, side street leading elsewhere, or the main street of Kempen. Before we go shopping, we should go see if we can trade for alchemical formulas. If there's I don't know if there's an alchemist in town. Looking down the twisting streets, you can easily spot the picture signs proclaim Kempen's guilds and crafts. You go to the townhouse of a respected physician and healer. Sometimes these guys are quacks. Oh, there's no alchemist here. Tinker Square, where the shops of fine artisans are half concealed by tinker stalls and wagons. They can teach you artifice for a price. The Clothmaker's Street, an important guild in any city, but unfortunately they don't really do anything here. I think there was a function for them, but it wasn't implemented. An alley to the arms-making guilds, side streets to the main street. Well, this town sucks. There's no alchemist. If there was an alchemist in town, I would be going there pretty much every day, and Schmott Brainheim would be trying to chat him up to see if he'd be willing to trade formulae with him. And most of the time, the alchemist would just get pissed off and tell him to get the hell out. But once in a while, you'll get a free formula. So that's the best. I mean, it's the best way to pick up formulas. But this is a big bust. So let's go back to the arms-making guilds. Blacksmiths. Let's see what he has. 24 quality items. Falchions, daggers, field axes, cudgels, mace, clubs. I don't want any of this stuff. Oh, a short bow. Yeah, even a short bow costs like 287 fags. It's way more than I have. They have some crappy armor, which at some point... Oh, they have... Well... Okay, V-plate armor. 24 quality, but it's... There's no, there's no way. Shields are kind of good to have, but... again, we have 107 Fenix to our name. It's not good. Although... I'm gonna... Let me barter for another person. So you hit the B key, and that changes... He barters for Boobs, the blacksmith. Barters for Schmuck, the blacksmith. Now, Schmuck can sell this crappy fleet does here and get 206 Fenix. It's actually not a bad idea. Because I think we need the money more than we need the fleet does, so I'm going to sell this. And it's done. Let's see if there's anything I actually wanted to get in exchange for that. I don't think... Is there a Bowyer's Guild? Let me leave and see if there's a Bowyer's Guild. There's no Bowyer's Guild. There's not even an armorer here. Well, okay, they have 24 quality short bows there. Let's see if there's anything else at the market. Central market. This would be the foreign traders. They're the only guys in this area who would have weapons. What does he have? 25 quality. The foreign traders are always at 25 quality. And they have a pretty good selection, and for the short bows are still too expensive. Also, you have to buy ammo for them. Arrows are 4 Fenix. Some of these items I really don't think have a purpose. I don't think the candle... It's possible the torch and the lantern don't have a purpose, but here you can see he has a whole bunch of miscellaneous alchemical ingredients. Unfortunately, this was, the only thing that we did was sell a potion. Thanks, guys. This is a terrible town. Well, there's only one thing to do in a terrible town, and that is go to the side streets and then head for the Scenic Grove. And we're going to be spending a lot of time here. If it gets too repetitive, I will read some terrible German poetry or something. You pause in a small grove of trees in a quiet corner, grove of trees in a quiet corner of Kempen. Here you decide to enjoy the view for an hour, then continue. Stroll around the grove for a complete bell, and then continue. Wait until nightfall or leave. So you remember what I was saying before about the curfew? Well, there's a reason for the curfew, and the reason for the curfew is that there are thugs hanging out in certain places like side streets in this grove, which are fortunately connected, so we're going to wait. Strolling among the trees, you find an especially soft and pleasant place, sunlit and not too windy. You settle down here, backs against sturdy oaks, and nap until nightfall. The moonlight filters down through a quiet stand of trees. Amid the shadows, you decide to pause for an hour waiting for greater quiet in the city, pause for an entire bell, find the darkest shadows and try to camp here until morning. This is useful when you're out of money. Leave by a side street or slip way down a side street. Leave by the main street or a side street. We're going to run back and forth like dumb tourists to the side street, in between the side street and the grove, and we will get someone's attention, and hopefully it's not the town guards. Tiny gleams from occasional windows provide barely enough light to outline the buildings along the street. Amid impenetrable shadows, you move toward Main Street, the city square, the marketplace, the churches. I guess I should have gone to the churches before. No big deal. The gabled roofs of the crafts district, inns, and other common areas of dark grove of trees where you can wait unnoticed, other locations, or the city wall. We're going to the trees. No one attacked us. The moonlight filters down through a quiet blah blah blah. Come on, I have lots of money here. Free tourist wallets. There we go. Alright, this is the combat screen, and normally you just kind of drag the mouse around in order to move. Unfortunately, I'm playing in a window, and it doesn't seem to like that, so I think, yeah, holding the shift key will allow me to pan around. So here, we're in a street, bunch of scenic puddles on the ground, and a bunch of guys who want to kill us. It looks like there's only 3. Is there another one hiding back there? Nope. There's only 3, which is good because these streets are pretty narrow, and once in a while you can just get stuck in it. So I'm going to start issuing orders. Various orders you can give to each party member are basically just walk around like an idiot, flee towards somewhere, stay where you are. There are different attack modes. If she had a missile weapon, there would be a throw or a missile command, or if she had a potion, like the one that I just sold, thank you very much. There's a standard attack, which is just swing around, looking for vulnerable spots. This is good against very heavily armored opponents, especially if you have a junky weapon. Berserk, which lowers your defense and increases your damage. And parry. Parry is defensive attack, and increases your defense, obviously, and this is a good one to use if you are being ganged up on, or sometimes, like, let's say you got in a situation where there's one boss here attacking Boobs, and she does not want to get hit, so she goes into parry, but everyone else is free for some strange reason. They all surround the boss at different angles, and they start berserking since they're not being attacked. We're going to put her in a standard attack mode, and we don't have any missile weapons. So everyone is just going to run in here, and then we'll pause again when we get close and see if we have to change our orders. Alright, let's go. Hey, hello. Oh, okay. Boobs got attacked by someone else, so she automatically switched targets. Schmott guy is not currently vulnerable. He's going into Berserker mode. Oh, he can't. Why not? Can he attack over here? Maybe. Everyone just keep moving. Once in a while, people are unreachable for strange reasons. Oh, okay. Alright. Boobs is starting to take damage, and she's automatically gone into parry mode, which is odd because she's dealing with armor. Everyone else is in real trouble. Up here you can see these are the bars of the enemies. The Horse Feather's enemy has taken some damage. Boob's enemy has not, and everyone else is still walking to targets. Alright, now Schmuck guy is being attacked. And he's parrying, which is probably a good idea, because none of these guys, except for Boobs, has armor. Ironically, the only one who got damaged. Friar Fuke is going into Berserker mode. I think... yeah, he's not being attacked, so he can safely go into Berserker mode. Alright. Now, one of the guys is down. Let's take a look at everyone's condition. Boobs has taken a little bit of damage. Schmuck guy's taken a little bit of damage. They're both parrying. Horse... here has taken a little bit of damage, but this guy's distracted. I wonder if Horse... yeah, Horse can go berserk, and Friar Fuke can go berserk. Here we go. Wow, Bruce is taking a lot of damage. And that's the last of them. Alright, this is the looting screen. These guys have terrible loot, but it does add up over time. Let's see. Does anyone else need a club? I don't think anyone else really needs a club, but he does have leather. And Horse doesn't have any armor, neither does anyone else except for Boobs. This is good. So he'll get some leather here, and I can't remember if clothing actually provides any protection, but we'll just assume that it does. Horse is also going to take these clubs. I'm assuming that everyone has a weapon that's better than these clubs. So I'll hit D to change the person distributed to. Boobs doesn't need any of that shit. He needs armor. And he needs armor. Yeah, everyone else's stuff is at like quality 25. They don't care about that. So let me get out of here. Alright. Horse Feathers has improved his impact weapons. Boobs improved her impact weapons, and that's all the skill gain we got. This is a skill-based system. As you catch your breath, common folk come into the street and thank you. Bless you, noble travelers, says an old porter. These thugs were terrorizing our neighborhood. I wish I could arrest that guy for being out after curfew, but first let's equip our terrible stuff, now that we have it. Alright. This leather is going here. I think, actually, the clothing might not have any armor value. It certainly doesn't sell for anything. But it's... the problem is that, like, looking at this is a little bit spooky, so I'm just going to give the people the clothing. Okay. And Friar Fu. Congratulations, you have some of the world's worst armor. There you go. The combat system in this game is actually fairly complicated. There's a big combination of penetration values and damage through armor, or what kind of armor is good against what weapons. It's quite elegant. Alright. Oh look, the graphic changed. And we're back in the Grove. Well, let's see. Schmott Brainheim has taken the most damage, but I think we could take another group. Yep, here they are. Okay, they're a little bit more spread out, so this time, we're going to spread out a little bit. We're going to wait for these guys to move into this mouth of that alleyway, so that, oops, don't go there, so that we can actually bring everyone to bear. If we try and fight them in this narrow passage, we're going to be stepping on each other. And here they come. Of course, they're all going for the skinny guy. They like to go for the skinny guy. Everyone attack. You attack. Everyone gang up here. You cover the flank. Schmott's probably going to have to switch, but that's okay. Yep. Now Schmott is under attack. Over here. Who's not under attack? Oh, boobs. Go berserk. Man. How did she keep taking damage? It's terrible. Alright. Now boobs can go ape shit on this guy. And Friar, well, as soon as she moves. And if they don't have anything else to do, they can, like, auto-select the targets. The pathing can be a little bit strange sometimes in this game. I'm going to grab these clubs and the leather, and I'm just going to leave the clothes. No one gained any skill. The thieves lie motionless at your feet. You feel strangely content, as if a higher power intended them to meet such a fate. Okay. I'm totally into higher power. Side street. Now, after a while of doing this, like, the sun will come up, and then we'll just have to go to the market. Nope. All right. Oops, don't go there. Sometimes it's kind of hard to control the mouse in DOSBox. I don't know why. Okay. And go. Oh man. Friar Fuku's getting his ass kicked. But he says parrying is for pussies, but I'm going to make him parry anyway. Oh man. He's taking some big hits. He's going to recover the fatigue damage quickly, but wow. Falchions. I wonder if what is everyone using here? Club, a short sword, and a club. Yeah, I mean, I can always find more falchions. That's fine. And Schmott increases edge weapons to a terrible score, and yeah, impact weapons over here. And I think that's probably the whole evening, or close to it. Almost. Wow, I'm really not getting attacked nearly enough. Suddenly alert. Horse senses danger nearby. He warns you all of a group of cutthroat thieves in ambush. Quickly assessing the situation, you decide to... We can try to use streetwise, I guess, or bluff them off, and those use different skills. Let's see. If we're using streetwise, I put boobs in command because it's whoever's... This yellow shading indicates the party leader. So if I made boobs the leader, then she would be using... she would be making the skill checks. But horse needs speak common. So... Is that? Yeah, I think that's this one. Let's have horse try to scare him. You all stand up. Grinning happily, horse begins a flashy weapons routine with his club. Unfortunately, his skill isn't up to the task. He drops it. Frickin' idiot. Is this guy in plate? Man, we're in trouble. The leader of the thieves guffaws. Ha! Easy pickings, my friends, he cries. They charge you, blades flashing. Oh, that's just what I was going to do anyway. Alright. Let's kill these dudes. Attack here. You're going to be on your own probably again. You attack here, and you stop getting hurt so much. Attack here. Whoa. It's not doing anything. Jerk. There. Oh. Schmackeye. Don't get damaged. Whoa. Schmackeye, start parrying. Start parrying. Holy cow. I really don't want him to die. Of course they go after the alchemist, and they're all dead. Okay. Boobs gain skill, and Fook gain skill. Good. An old dignified... As you stand back from the gnome motionless, those at the windows open, and people cheer your victory, an old dignified woman comes up to you. Our thanks, strangers, for stopping these scum. We're finally free of their robberies and beatings for maybe another hour or so. Then I'll run to the next group. Still not daytime. You know, maybe I should have thought about this. Let's have boobs. Alright. First I've got to take boobs. Make her the leader. And then she'll try to use streetwise, although her streetwise is terrible, so it's probably not going to work. Use your street sense to talk them into leaving you alone. Leave me alone. Unfortunately, boobs fails to convince the cutthroats of anything. With a coarse laugh, they fall upon you, blades flashing. I didn't expect that to work. Wow, you are messed up. You know what? You stand over here. You move forward. We'll wait for them a little bit, and then hopefully they won't kill my alchemist. Alright. Should have changed the marching order. You walk over here. Oh man, everywhere he goes, someone tries to follow him around. You're automatically going into parry mode because you are too messed up. Fook is actually kind of messed up too, but at least he's above 20. Okay. Once in a while, if they have nowhere to go, they'll stop moving. You just have to fix them. You also pick up a little bit of cash each time, so this is actually paying off, especially considering how poor we were at the beginning of this. Impact weapons gain, edge weapons gain. That's good. As your weapon skills go up, your oh, the old porter again. Your defenses, your ability to parry goes up. So this system actually has a lot of elements a lot of elements of GURPS types combat systems in that your hit points don't really go up as you level. You rely on your armor and your ability to avoid damage through weapon skill. Side street. Wow, is it just never? What time is it? Party info. Oh man, it's only Vespers. Huh. Should consider going back to the inn, but... Oh look, more danger. I'll try street scenes. You always want to try these conversation options because it's very difficult to raise these conversation skill. Nope. No one believes boobs. Fine. You know what? You guys move out to the flanks. So I think that's where there's more danger, and the two non-tanks are having kind of a hard time right now. Alright. Automatically parry. Don't get killed, please. Oh, he can't even get there. Alright, everyone's getting hit. I am definitely... You go to parry... Well, no. You go into parry mode. I am definitely going back to the inn after this, because this is way too much. Possibly just sleep in the grove. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't really have enough money to study anything, I think. Impact weapon gain, edge weapon gain. That's good. An old dignified woman. Let's get back to the guest house, because I do not like being so low on health. And fortunately we weren't stopped by the guard. Darkness covers the main street of Kempen. Far off you see the lanterns of the watchmen enforcing the curfew. Avoiding them, you set off for the guest house. Alright. Made it. So, if we chose this option, like, we might gain some hit points back, and this is kind of a good way to get back fatigue if you're missing a lot of fatigue, but this is the option you usually take here. So now in here, holy cow, look how freaking expensive this place is. So every night we stay here, it's going to cost us a florin and 16 groschen 550. Do we even have this much? It's like all of our money. You know what? I'm not going to stay here, but I'll just show you what this is. So, Just Relax is only good for tipping up like the last little bit of endurance you might be missing. Regain Strength is you heal based on the healing skill of the highest healer in the party. And then, unfortunately at this point, he's only going to gain one. It's totally not worth it. Pray for Divine Favor if any of our guys have prayed for a saint. Alchemy work is making potions, and sometimes it's not a good idea to do this in the inn if you're working with explosive stuff, especially because if you have a disaster roll, you will get injured, but if it happens at the inn can burn down. Earn a little money. It just looks at your highest paying skill. In this case, horse will earn 4 pfennigs a day as a blacksmith. This option is not available because we're not camping. And train or study. If you can run around to the various NPCs in towns like the artificers and the alchemists, and maybe hire a monk. And then for money, they will train you in town. We don't have any of those options, and we can't. I can't believe how expensive it is here. We are getting the hell out of here and take our chances in the park. Let's go to I'll risk the guard. I'll go to the main street, and I'll go to the park. Small Grove. Good. The main street we're more likely to run into town guards, but we're less likely to get mugged, and I really don't want another fight right now. So, let's wait till morning. And I hope we can heal like this. I honestly don't remember. In the quiet moonlight you find especially dark soft area beneath some bushes, and then you rest, because I forgot to read that. After 9 hours of sleep, you crawl out of the bushes Brushing away the worst of the night's accumulation of dirt and insects, a little less presentable than yesterday, you consider how to greet the new day. I don't think we actually healed anything. Oh well. Let's see what we get for our loot at the market, and then maybe we can afford the inn. We pause in a small grove of retrieve and acquire a corner of Kempen. Let's go to the main street. We're going to go to the market. And it doesn't matter which one of these guys we go to. Let's try... let's see what they have with their everyday items. Nothing but useless shit. The rope is going to be useful eventually, but... I should have made the horse the leader. There. Bars for boobs. We're going to barter for himself, because I think he's carrying all the sellable stuff. Yep. Alright. We can sell the extra leathers. Now, you have to be very careful in these sell screens, because this is an old game, and there's no undo. So, if you happen to accidentally sell your, like, 50 quality gift from a merchant that you risk on the road gun, that's it. So, let's get rid of these. You know what? I'll keep... we do need some bladed weapon training eventually, so I'll only sell 3 of the falchions. There. Okay. We still have this problem because resting in the grove is not going to help us. We could go try resting in the slums for a while. We could leave town and try to camp, but then we'd have to get back in, which also costs money. And we only have 2 floor and 11 Grisham, 5 Fennecs here, and that's not going to keep us very long at the end. So, let us... it's been a while since I've done this, and I've almost never stayed in the slums, because I think it lowers your local reputation. But Boobs is in charge, so we're going to go and try and find a place in the slums. Let's see, I think it's off of these craft district streets. We are going to go to the Ellen des Viertel. Damn you, Germany. A dangerous slum. It's always night here, apparently. The Ellen des Viertel of Kempen is full of paupers, drifters, thieves, and harlots living in old decaying buildings. That's us! Honest citizens avoid the area. That's not us. You casually rest here for an hour just to kill time. Wander around listening to the rumors. Find an abandoned room or shanty where you can live very cheaply, or leave via a side street. I think it might still cost money to stay here. Yeah, let's see what kind of rumors we can hear. Oh, it's the same stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's all the same stuff you get in the inn. So, let's forget about this. Let's find an abandoned room or shanty. You find a decrepit, half-ruined townhouse occupied by beggars, dim-witted paupers, like us, and a crazy old man. You settle in an upstairs room with a broken ceiling, boil some vegetable into a soup for dinner, and curl up for a good sleep. Nobody says anything, but you all realize that such living won't improve your reputation at all. This can hurt your local reputation, but I'm more worried about the fact that we're half dead than I am about my reputation. Let's see what my local reputation is. Our local rep is respected. Well, maybe not after a few nights here. Okay. Costs us 1 Fennec to stay here. I'm not sure who collects that, but that's alright. Everyone is going to regain strength. At a certain point, I really need to find a healing teacher, because there are certain breakpoints where if Friar Fook gets his healing high enough, this will become gain 2 per night, gain 3 per night, etc. Which is a lot cheaper and more reliable than chomping down a bunch of potions. So, let's do this. Okay. And we regain a little health. We'll do this a couple of days, I guess. It's a little depressing. Suddenly your rest is disturbed. Oh no! Oh, really? Maybe I should just live in the slum from now on. This is kind of awesome. And why do we leave the building? We're a bunch of idiots. All right. Boobs is gonna move here. Horse is gonna move here. These guys will stay here because I think that's gonna protect them a little bit better. I might be wrong about this. And if we had missile weapons, we would be firing them right now. But we don't because we're poor. All right. Attack. 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 Horse, I hope you can hold out a little bit. Oh, damn it. You guys, go back to parrying, because you just suck at this. Oh, and Fook's not doing anything, because he's a moron. Get in there. Jerk. Oh, man, they're going to kill Schmuck Guy. No, no, no. I'm not going to lose someone right away. Let's see. You're going to flee over here. Good, good. Holy cow. He is messed up. Oh man, everyone's getting hurt. Maybe staying in the slum wasn't such a good idea. Maybe. Yeah. I found 2 grocery and 4 Pfennigs. And I'm going to pick up some more stuff to sell. Not nearly enough. No one gained skill. Old dignified woman, go away. Wow. Look how badly injured Schmuck Guy is. I will attempt to continue resting here. Okay. Gain strength. Spend a day doing this. And I lost some music. Oh, because my rest is frickin' disturbed again. Alright, suddenly alert, horse senses danger nearby. Nearby in our shack? Why are there trees here? Oh, doesn't matter. Alright, Boobs is going to use their... Attacking them before they attack us would be a fine option if we had missile weapons, because I think, or setting up a counter ambush, because then I think we'd get like free ranged attacks. But that's not an option right now. Alright. Your goal, Fook, is to stay alive. And you guys, oh man, you're hurt too. Everyone's hurt. I have to keep a very close eye on these guys. Okay. You go batshit over here, because I really don't want other people to get badly injured like you are. Horse, start parrying. Good. This is good. Alright. Oh man, Boobs has been taking all the stuff. I have to change this out. No big deal. See, this is okay. This is force. Gains weapon skill, gains weapon skill. This is, I actually like this aspect of it. I mean, a lot of people get frustrated when their parties get torn up by bandits, or they have to go live in the slum and get ambushed night after night, but this is an aspect of gaming that I like. No one in this game has plot immunity, and they can all get killed. Terrible things can happen to them, and they start out as relative nobodies. And the thing I like about that is that if they happen to live through this awful existence, it's going to mean something to them. Might mean something to me too, which says more about how sad a life I have than they do. Anyway, I'm going to save this here. And we'll see if we can keep surviving the slums next time. Thanks for watching.